What up, traders? It's your boy, Mr. Gentleman T himself, and welcome to Everyday FXT. Yes, guys, we're back again on a new day. It's Monday, of course, and yeah, things are about to go down. And here's the analysis for the day. Ash, I think I must have messed up how I'm supposed to do this thing, but then we're here now, right? There's no turning back. So go like, comment, share, subscribe, and if you are new as a subscriber, make sure you turn on that notification bell to be notified when I drop. Just to keep up with how we move, guys. Right? Keep up with how we move. Make sure you're always on track with us. So our first pair of the day, that's USDJPY. So because this is a daily, okay, you can see that we broke this trend line and now we're below this trend line. Okay, so now let me remove this. Let us go to our normal time frame. So here's the JPY, first pair of the day. So what are we seeing, guys? What are we seeing? We're seeing that the market has been playing above this area, and then now the market finally managed to break below this area and close below, and then came back for a retest, went back down, came back for a double top. So what we are seeing right here is seeing our first top, and we're seeing a very nice bearish engulfing second top, right? What is lovely about this, we're seeing a push to the upside, closes above, the next candle shot to the downside, and it closed below, which is amazing to see, guys. So we have our first touch, a second touch. What's the next thing that we look at? So it's a retest. Market is in a retest area. So what we can look for tomorrow morning is, which is Tuesday, obviously, not cutting in any candle, it's just wicks. So what are we looking at? What are we looking at? So we're seeing a nice push to the downside, and we're seeing the market entering a correction as a retest, which clearly confirms to me that this is a continuation correction all the way to the downside. So our next area is here. This is the area which we are focusing to go at when the next move happens. So let's go down to our 15-minute time frame to see things clearly. So on a 15-minute time frame, what are we seeing? So on a 15-minute time frame, this tells us we are still seeing this nice double top. So we're ready to take the movement all the way to the downside, right? So on this pair, we're looking to take our profits exactly in this area here. So at this point, guys, I would say I'm ready to place my sell entries all the way to here. And then this area being my first TP, let me mark it out. This area can be my first TP because we're seeing the market rejecting this area. Could be my first TP, and my takeout will be right here. So guys, how do we place the entry and not risk so much, right? So let me highlight my key area. So let me just highlight this one. Boom, exactly right here. Why this area? Why this area? Simply because in this area here, what are we seeing? We're seeing wick, we're seeing a wick here, seeing a wick here, and the market managed to come down, gave us a doji, and shot all the way to the upside. And what are we seeing on the 15-minute time frame? We're seeing multiple touches to the upside, and the market has been rejecting this area. You can see it from here, we can see it from here, multiple wicks. There has been this area has played a very strong resistance, and the market managed to break below. So what are we looking to see? What we can be looking to see, if we don't want to risk a lot, this is what we have. Two ways. No, let me not put it this way. Let me actually put it this way, huh? Just to be on the safer side, right? So what are we seeing? So for our entries, guys, what we can look at, we can look to see the market breaking this area, coming back to test it for the last time, and then the market will shoot eventually to the downside. So this is the movement. The market can come down from here, yeah, reject this area, come back for a retest somewhere here. The market can eventually shoot all the way to the downside, maybe here, but first it can come all the way down here, give us this move, retest, and then it can actually uh, continue all the way to the downside. So the next thing that I would like to use for the market to see if the market will play exactly how I want it to play. Remember, guys, we don't move the market, but we anticipate what the next move of the market will be, right? So yeah, that's just how I see USDJPY, guys. That's just how I see USDJPY. We don't want to risk anything. Let me try to fix my perfect. This is exactly what I need because we see multiple touches in this trend line here. Multiple touches, multiple touches. So eventually the market would break below. So for some of you guys, you can just place a sell exactly right here. So I'm not in a mood of risking USDJPY. Have your stop just above there, and it's safe to take this thing all the way down to your TP right here. Or you can just wait for the market to break this area, come back for a retest, and then you have the stop just above here. And then you're safe to take this thing all the way down here. And that's just about it for USDJPY, guys. Let's move on to our next pair of the day. My favorite, of course, that is GBPUSD. So what are we seeing on GBPUSD? Same thing. The movement is bearish on our daily analysis. We are going down, guys. We are going down. So let me highlight our key. This one is here. So the market hasn't really came down and created a newest low. So this for me is like one of those things. But then we here now. What are we seeing from the market? The market managed to break this area, came for a test, but really didn't get to this area right here. Shot all the way down and then came back for a clear retest. So I think a first touch of retest, a second touch, and just to be formal about it, I can mark this as our third touch. So we have a first touch, second touch, a third touch. So this is a strong resistant area right here. And all the time the market gets to this area, it shoots down impulsively. All the time the market gets to the area, it shoots down impulsively. We've seen this playing out a couple of times. So what is our next move now? So what I'd like to highlight, okay, so let me take this out, guys, because we know this is our key area, right? We are clean to say this is our key area. Let us highlight our second key area, which is exactly right here, where the market has been rejecting. So this, to me, is safe to say this is our key area, simply because we can see that the market has been touching this area a couple of times. We've seen this area bring support. We've seen this area being broken down, came back, tested as a resistance, market shot down, broke up, made it a support again, not once, not twice, but three times. You can see it here, 1, 2, and 3. And then the market broke down. It's time for the market to shoot all the way to the upside, but then let's go down to our 15-minute time frame to see the clear movement. Before the market can continue all the way to the downside, this is what we'd like to see. So at this point, the market broke below this key area here, but it really didn't come back to test this key area. So my move from here, I'd really love to highlight this as an area Because what? Let me take this and do say to you, this is a very nice young double bottom. Very nice young double bottom, right? The market came down, tested this area. It went up, came back to test it again, just to touch it as a support. But now the market, right, the next move of the market is to catch the movement all the way here, just to test this key area before we can actually continue our move to the downside, right? So that's just about it on GBPUSD, and I'm ready to enter these shorts like nobody's business. So to be safe and say we're entering this short to the upside, we can put this key area right here as our guidance, obviously, to make sure that we are safe when we want to take this thing, or we can just let it go up and then we can catch the sell all the way to the downside. So guys, let's be patient for it, because this is in the middle of nowhere. We're not sure if the market can really play out there. The market can shoot down just one more time to this area right here, and obviously because we can see the wick. Let me adjust this. You can see this wick right here. So the market can just come down here, touch this area before it can eventually go up to test this key area, and then boom, shoot all the way to the downside. So you have that as our guidance. And then obviously I cannot leave this out. We have this. No, we have this. We can have it either or, but I'd really love it like this, man. Really love to see it like this. Yeah, this is safe for me. So I can really say, let's wait for the market to break above this trend line. If it breaks above this trend line, that's confirmation number one. When it breaks above this one, and then that's confirmation number two. What we can do for some of us, if it does exactly that, we can go down to a 15 to 5 minute time frame. Wait for it to break. If it closes above, we catch this short all the way to the end, we hit our TP, and then we're out of the market. So this is our movement on USD, GBPUSD, right? So this is our movement of GBPUSD, right? I think I'm about to fix my trend line, because I mean, you can't be trading like the amateurs. Just have to be concrete about what you see and then what you see, right? Perfect, perfect, guys. So this is it on GBPUSD. Let's move on to our last and final pair, which is USDCAD. So on USDCAD, guys, as you can see, this is the area for yesterday. And I'm sure you guys, if you did, guys, watch our weekly analysis, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm remove this for now. Remove this. I'll remove this. I'll remove this. I'll remove this. And then, okay, that out. And then finally remove this. So what now are we focusing on? We have this support structure right here. Have this support structure right here. And then we have this resistance structure. Right? So this is perfect for me, guys. So we did say we'd like to see the market coming back down to this area, which it did from here, shot all the way down, tested this area, started to range around, and then came back to this area again, and then shot up, failed to break above, and then now it rejected this area. You can see this hanging man right there, which is rejecting with the hanging man, and it's going all the way to the downside. So what I can say I'd love to see on the market is the market can just give us something like, let's say, a first touch here, this thing a second touch. So for me, this already is an entry. This second touch right here is an entry. I'm sure you guys are in the trade already, and your stop is just way below here. So the market can just come down to give us our last and final third touch. somewhere around these areas right here. But before I can say it can, let us go down to a 15-minute time frame, and then we use what we call a Fibonacci retracement tool. So let's take our Fibonacci, place it here, take it all the way up, and then boom. What are we seeing? What are we seeing? So, boom, the market managed to come down all the way to our retracement areas right here. So this is retracement 0.5 and this is retracement 0.618. So the market is within the golden ratio, the golden zone of ours right here. And the next thing that I'd like us to see, okay, this is not just an area, but if you look at it down on a 15-minute time frame, you can see that the market didn't just come down for no reason. The market really broke this support, this resistance here, and then turned it to the support. It's coming back to test it. This could be our continuation all the way to the upside, right? This could be our continuation all the way to the upside. So how do we then deal with this? How do we then deal with this? Let me just leave this down here, because if the market does come here, this is another confirmation to say we can add more trades if we're already on trades. Add more buys here, the cash is staying all the way to the upside. Remember, guys, I don't move the markets. The markets move themselves. So we here now, no worries. All we have to know is manage our risk. This is all we do now. So what are we seeing? According to me, we're seeing a push to the upside. This is a nice retest correction, and then the next move could be a next push to the upside, just to break this key area. Break this key area before we can actually take more buy entries all the way to the upside. And that's it for today's video, guys. It's your boy, Mr. Gentleman T himself. And I'm signing out, guys. I hope you guys have a very profitable day tomorrow and for the rest of the week, that may it be profitable. I am signing out. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell if you're a new subscriber to be notified when I drop. It's your boy. And I'm signing out. It's him. Peace.